Miners broke through granite wall in Chilean copper mine 2017. The creatures they encountered were classified within 7 hours, and the tunnel was sealed with explosives 4 days later. Subscribe for investigations into suppressed subterranean biological discoveries. August 9th, 2017. Atacama Desert, northern Chile. Coordinates: 23 degrees south, 69 degrees west. Codelco Mining Operation Facility. Designation: Mina Esperanza. Copper extraction, active since 2004. Depth: current operations at 2,300 meters below surface. Shift supervisor: Carlos Mendoza, age 47, 23 years mining experience, no safety violations, excellent record. Crew composition: 14 miners, standard deep excavation team, equipment, pneumatic drills, explosives, or transport systems, communication network, safety protocols. Current: August 9th, 1400 hours. Drilling team encountered anomaly, section 7-12. Depth: 2,417 meters. Expected geology: solid granite, standard Atacama formation, but drill resistance. Dropped suddenly. Penetration rate increased dramatically from 0.3 meters per hour to 4.7 meters per hour. Geology change: unexpected, not mapped, not predicted. Mendoza ordered. Pause. Investigation required. Drill core sample extracted. Examination conducted. Core showed granite transition, abrupt, clean boundary, beyond transition, void, open space, cavity, natural formation possibly, or something else. Ground penetrating radar deployed. Results: chamber, large, approximately 80 meters diameter. Height: unknown. Depth extends beyond radar range, below 2,500 meters minimum. Temperature readings: anomalous. Chamber interior: 27 degrees Celsius. Surface temperature: -3 degrees. Depth should be hotter. Geothermal gradient, but measurement showed cooler. Inconsistent, unexplained. Atmospheric composition: tested. Drill hole provided air sample access. Results: breathable. Oxygen 21%, nitrogen 78%, carbon dioxide 0.04%. Standard atmospheric ratios: impossible at that depth. Natural cave. Systems show elevated CO2, reduced oxygen. This chamber: surface equivalent atmosphere, artificial possibly, or unknown mechanism. Mendoza reported findings. August 9th, 1500 hours. Mine management, site director Roberto Sanchez. Geological assessment requested. Decision: investigate further. Potential discovery: significant scientific interest. High. Proceed with caution. August 10th, excavation expanded. Drilling crew created access. Passage diameter: 1.8 meters. Human passage possible. Length: 43 meters through remaining granite. Breakthrough: anticipated August 11th. Safety protocols: enhanced atmosphere monitoring. Continuous structural integrity assessment ongoing. Communication systems verified. Emergency extraction procedures reviewed. Team selection: 6 personnel. Mendoza leading. Geologist Dr. Elena Torres. 2 engineers. 2 experienced miners. Entry planned. August 11th, 0800 hours. August 11th, 0743 hours. Final barrier: thin, approximately 2 meters remaining. Drill team worked carefully. Breakthrough imminent. Controlled access. Priority. 0812 hours. Penetration achieved. Drill emerged into chamber. Open space confirmed. Lights visible through opening. Lights. Not drilling lights. Source. Chamber interior. Bioluminescent glow. Natural. Organisms possibly. Or artificial illumination. Unknown. Atmosphere vented. Pressure equalization. Chamber air. Flowing outward. Slightly higher pressure than tunnel. Positive pressure maintained. Unusual suggests. Active ventilation. Atmospheric processing. Unknown source. Opening enlarged. Manual excavation. Rock hammer. Careful removal. Access diameter. Sufficient for human entry. 1 meter final size. Entry team prepared. Protective equipment. Oxygen tanks. Backup only. Atmosphere tested. Breathable. But precaution maintained. Communication. Helmet radios. Video documentation. Helmet cameras. Medical monitoring. Heart rate. Oxygen saturation. Core temperature. Continuous transmission to surface. 0900 hours. Entry commenced. Mendoza first. Standard protocol. Supervisor leads. Risk assessment firsthand. Team follows if safe. He entered chamber. 15 seconds silence. Then transmission. Jesus Cristo. Not standard report. Emotion evident. Breach of protocol. Something unexpected. Something disturbing. Surface command. Report status. What do you see? Mendoza. You need to see this. Sending video feed. Video transmitted. Surface command received. Recording showed. Chamber interior. Space. Vast radar underestimated size. Actual dimensions. Approximately 200 meters diameter. Height. 120 meters. Ceiling. Granite. Natural cave formation appearance. But floor. Modified. Leveled. Smooth. Artificial processing evident. And structures. Built. Constructed. Not natural formations. Architecture. Buildings. Low profile. Dome shapes. Material. Unknown. Not stone. Not metal. Organic appearance. Texture similar to coral or bone. Natural growth pattern, but intentional design. Doors, windows, passages, deliberate construction. Count 47. Structures visible, various sizes, organized layout, streets, central area, planning evident, settlement, community, underground city, but scale small, population limited perhaps, 100 to 200 capacity, and light, bioluminescent organisms, cultivated, growing on walls, ceiling, structures, providing illumination, green-blue glow, sufficient for vision, technology, biological, agriculture, light-producing, intentional, maintained, but settlement appeared, empty, no movement, no occupants visible, abandoned possibly, or occupants hiding, or occupants elsewhere. Team entered fully, 6 personnel, exploration initiated, caution maintained, unknown environment, unknown builders, unknown current status. Mendoza approached nearest structure, dome, 3 meters height, 5 meters diameter, door, open, interior, visible, inside, living space, furniture, present, simple, organic. Construction, similar material to building, grown possibly not carved, not assembled, cultivated, biological architecture, technology, unknown, sophistication, high, and artifacts, tools, vessels, textiles, evidence of occupation, recent, within weeks possibly, dust, minimal, degradation, absent, recently inhabited, recently departed, or recently concealed. Dr. Torres examined artifacts, collected samples, photographed everything. Documentation. Comprehensive scientific analysis. Required later. Current priority. Survey. Understanding. Safety assessment. Team proceeded deeper. Structure to structure. Consistent findings. Living spaces. Storage areas. Central gathering places. Infrastructure. Water collection system. Waste management. Ventilation network. Community organization. Civilization markers. But no writing. No symbols. No language visible. No art depicting. Builders. No. Identification. No cultural signature. Anonymous architecture. Unknown creators. And scale. Wrong for humans. Doors. 1.4 meters height. Low. Furniture. Proportioned for smaller occupants. Height estimated. 1.2 to 1.3 meters. Not human standard. Not human builders. Someone else. Something else. 0-1000 hours. Discovery. Structure. At settlement edge. Larger. 15 meters diameter. Central location. Importance. Suggested community center possibly. Religious site. Government building. Unknown function. But significance evident. Team entered. Interior. Different. Not living space. Not storage. Purpose. Unclear initially. Then recognition. Torres identified function. Laboratory. Research facility. Biological study. Equipment. Primitive but functional. Stone implements. Bone tools. Glass vessels. Yes, glass. Manufacturing capability demonstrated. Smelting. Crafting. Technology. Present. Sophistication. Substantial. And specimens. Preserved. Various organisms. Insects. Plants. Fungi. Unknown species. Undocumented varieties. Subterranean ecosystem. Study subjects. Research materials. Scientific investigation. Knowledge seeking. Intelligence. Demonstrated, but most significant finding. Biological samples. Tissue preservation. Unknown technique. Not ice, not chemical. Some other method. Samples showed various species, including builders themselves. Tissue sample visible. Preserved in vessel. Translucent container. Organic material inside. Labeled possibly. Symbols present. Language. Confirmed. Just. Not visible in settlement architecture. Reserved for. Technical documentation. Scientific records. Dr. Torres photographed symbols. 63 distinct markings visible. Unknown writing system. No correlation with. Any documented language. Unique. Isolated. Unknown origin and tissue sample. Examined visually. Analysis impossible without. Laboratory equipment. Microscopy. Chemical testing. Genetic sequencing. But observations possible. Conclusions. Preliminary. Tissue showed. Biological structure. Cellular organization. Organic matter. Carbon-based life. But differences evident even without magnification. Color. Wrong. Texture. Unusual. Preservation. Too perfect. Age. Undetermined but container suggested. Decades. Centuries possibly. Preservation technique. Extraordinarily effective. 0-1100 hours. Team heard sound. Movement. Distant. Direction. Chamber perimeter. Multiple sources. Approaching. Slowly. Cautiously. Aware of. Human presence. Responding to intrusion. Coming to. Investigate. Or defend. Or observe. Mendoza ordered. Defensive positions. Not aggressive. Not hostile. But prepared. Unknown entities. Unknown intentions. Caution. Mandatory. They emerged from shadows. From peripheral tunnels. From concealment. Builders. Occupants. Residents. Inhabitants. Not human. Bipedal. 2 legs. 2 arms. Head. Torso. Bilateral symmetry. Standard vertebrate body plan, but differences. Significant, undeniable. Height, 1.3 meters average. Stocky build. Proportions, compact. Arms slightly longer relative to body. Legs, shorter. Adapted for low ceilings. Underground existence. Generational optimization. Skin, pale. Extreme, no pigmentation. Subterranean adaptation, no sunlight exposure. Evolutionary pressure. Eliminated melanin. Translucent quality. Blood vessels, visible through skin. Circulatory system, partially observable. Disturbing appearance, wrong. Alien. Other. Eyes, enlarged, disproportionate to face. Adaptation, low light. Bioluminescent environment. Pupils, permanently dilated, black, reflective. Tapetum lucidum. Present, eye shine visible, like deep sea fish, like nocturnal predators, like nothing human. No hair, completely hairless. Head, body, evolutionary loss, unnecessary underground, thermal regulation, different mechanism. Sweat glands visible, pores, prominent. Moisture control, humidity adaptation. Ears, small, reduced external structure. Hearing, possibly enhanced internally. Auditory processing, adapted for echoes. Acoustic environment, sound. Navigation, underground sensory adaptation. Hands, 4 fingers, no thumb exactly. Different opposition mechanism. Tool use, clearly possible based on artifacts, but anatomy divergent, not human hand structure. Convergent evolution possibly. Parallel development. Independent path to. Manipulation capability. Facial features. Flattened. Nose. Reduced. Nostrils. Present, but minimal projection. Olfaction. Modified. Underground smells. Chemical detection. Different priorities. Mouth, wider than human proportion. Teeth, visible when breathing. Structure, unusual, not quite carnivore, not quite herbivore, omnivore possibly. Or specialized diet. Underground food sources. Fungus, cave organisms. Adapted digestion. Count approaching. 23 visible, more suggested by shadows, movement, sounds. Total population, unknown, but substantial. Community functioning, multi-generational, sustainable. Their reaction, not aggression, not fear. Exactly. Curiosity, assessment, evaluation, intelligent behavior, social organization evident. Some individuals forward, bolder, others behind. Cautious, hierarchy visible, leadership, structure, civilization confirmed, elder approached, age difficult to determine, but deference shown by others, status recognized, authority evident, leader, elder, decision maker, communication attempted. Mendoza spoke Spanish, English, no recognition doctor. Torres attempted gesture, universal, non-threatening, peace, scientific interest, no harm intended, elder responded. Vocalization, language, speech, complex, structured, not random sounds, grammar evident, syntax present, meaning inaccessible, no shared vocabulary, but intelligence undeniable, culture confirmed, humanity debatable, intelligence certain, and they carried tools, implements, not weapons exactly, but capable, sharp edges, pointed ends, defense possible, threat implicit, message clear, we are not, defenseless, we are not, primitive, we are not, prey, respect required, human team, maintained distance, non-threatening posture, observation, mutual, assessment, both sides, duration, 47 minutes, no hostility, no violence, no contact, just recognition, acknowledgement, 2 intelligent species, sharing planet, unknown to each other, until now. 1200 hours, Mendoza decided. Withdraw. Mission. Exceeded parameters. Discovery. Beyond mining operation scope. Contact established. Requires different authority. Different expertise. Different protocols. Retreat. Prudent. Report. Necessary. Return. With proper authorization, proper scientists, proper approach, team withdrew, slowly, carefully, non-threatening movement. Creatures, allowed departure, no pursuit, no prevention. Watched. Observed, remembered. But, permitted exit, human team. Reached access tunnel, returned to mining level, sealed opening. Temporarily, rock placement, barrier, minimal but symbolic. Message, we will return. This is not permanent closure. Investigation, continuing, contact, resuming, surface report. Immediate August 11th, 1300 hours. Mine Director Sanchez received. Complete account, video evidence, testimony, physical samples, minimal. But documentation, extensive. Discovery, unprecedented. Implications, staggering. Sanchez contacted government authorities, Chilean Ministry of Mining, National Geology Service. Report, extraordinary find, biological discovery, unknown species, intelligent, underground, living beneath. Atacama Desert, unknown duration, unknown origin, unknown extent. Response, immediate, August 11th, 1500 hours. Federal agencies dispatched. Military, coordination, scientific teams, security enforcement, classification specialists. Pattern, familiar from other suppressed discoveries. Response, predictable. Outcome, anticipated. August 12th, 0600 hours. Military transport arrived. Mina Esperanza, personnel. 67, special operations, scientific team, biological containment specialists, classification enforcement, security detail. Commander, Colonel Eduardo Ramirez, Chilean Armed Forces, Intelligence Division. Credentials, highest clearance, authority, absolute, orders, federal level, presidential authorization. Objectives, secure site, document entities, collect specimens, detain mining crew, classify all findings, prevent information dispersal, permanent access restriction. Mendoza and crew transferred to military custody. No charges stated. Protective detention claimed. National security protocols. Duration, undetermined. Transported to facility, Santiago region. Military installation. Isolated, secure. Interrogation capability. Detention indefinite. Debriefing commenced. August 13th. Individual sessions. Duration, 12 to 18 hours each. Repeated over 17 days. Questions focused on creature characteristics, population count, behavior patterns, communication attempts, settlement structure, technology level, biological observations, contact protocol. Entity reactions, specific interest shown in intelligence indicators, tool use, social organization, language capability, settlement age, population sustainability, reproduction evidence, lifespan estimates, crew provided, complete testimony, held nothing back, believed, scientific cooperation, shared discovery, academic importance, international significance, truth, expected, understanding was incorrect. August 30th. Debriefing concluded. Crew. Informed. Findings classified. State secret designation. International agreement. Disclosure. Treason. Violation. Imprisonment minimum. Family implication. Possible. Career termination. Certain. each minor required to sign comprehensive non-disclosure agreement, lifetime binding, no exceptions, no statute of limitations, violation consequences, explicitly detailed, severe, permanent, all complied, no alternative presented, released, September 2nd. Return to previous positions, different mine, transfer mandatory, Mina Esperanza, reassignment, no explanation provided, simply, relocated, different locations, separation enforced, contact between crew members, prohibited, compartmentalization, complete, isolation, mandatory, Mendoza return to Santiago, administrative position, mining operations oversight, no underground work, no field assignments, desk job, safer, controlled, monitored, he. Attempted private documentation, personal record, hidden, encrypted notes about creature appearance, settlement characteristics, biological observations, cultural evidence, notes, kept, 9 years, never discovered, never confiscated, his private burden, his secret knowledge, his impossible memory. Mendoza died, 2026, stroke, age 65, notes found by family after death, reviewed, recognized significance, provided to researcher, 2027, but chamber operation, continued, August 12th through September 19th, 40 days intensive investigation, biological containment team, entered settlement, full hazmat protocols, contamination prevention, sample collection authorization, specimen acquisition approved, settlement, still occupied, creatures, present, 23 initial count, actual population, 47, census completed, all ages, children present, elderly present, complete demographic distribution, functional community, multi-generational, sustainable population, medical examination, attempted, non-invasive initially, observation only, measurements, photography, video documentation, behavioral analysis, social interaction study, creatures, allowed examination, cooperative, not resistant, not aggressive, intelligent recognition, scientific understanding, protocol comprehension, participated. Willingly, almost, eager, curious about, surface humans, mutual interest, reciprocal examination, physical characteristics documented, height 1.2 to 1.4 meters, average 1.3 meters, sexual dimorphism, minimal, males slightly larger, females, rounder features, distinction, subtle, weight 43 to 57 kilograms, dense bone structure, heavy for size, adaptation, underground, gravity constant, structural. Strength, skeletal reinforcement, lifespan, estimated 70 to 90 years, elderly specimens, age determination difficult, but oldest estimated 83 years, comparable to surface humans, shortened slightly possibly, environment stress, resource limitations, gestation, unknown, pregnant female identified, development stage, mid-term estimated, birth not observed during study period, reproductive biology, inferred from examination, mammalian. Placental, live birth, similar to human reproduction, convergent biology, shared ancestry possibly, diet, omnivorous confirmed, dentition, mixed, incisors, canines, molars, processing capability, vegetation, fungus, insects, small animals, underground ecosystem, diverse food sources, successful adaptation, metabolism, efficient, low caloric requirement, conservation adaptation, resource scarcity, energy optimization, survival mechanism, generational. Selection. Successful underground existence. Sensory capabilities. Enhanced vision, low light. Reduced vision. Bright light. Surface exposure. Painful. Sunlight. Intolerable. Permanent underground adaptation. Irreversible. No return to surface. Possible biologically. Hearing. Enhanced. Frequency range. Extended. Ultrasonic detection. Possible. Echolocation. Rudimentary. Cave navigation. Acoustic environment. Sound-based orientation. Olfaction. Modified. Chemical detection. Refined underground air. Subtle variations. Gas detection. Danger warning. Survival capability. Touch. Normal sensitivity. Temperature detection. Acute. Thermal regulation. Critical underground. Survival requirement. Environmental awareness and intelligence. Demonstrated conclusively. Tool manufacture. Fire control. Cooking. Food preparation. Storage methods. Preservation techniques. Seasonal planning. Resource management. Social. Organization. Complex family units. Extended kinship. Cooperative childcare. Division of labor. Specialized roles. Leadership hierarchy. Dispute resolution. Cultural norms. Civilization confirmed. Language. Verified. Complex vocalizations. Consistent patterns. Grammar evident. Syntax present. Vocabulary. Extensive estimated. Meaning. Inaccessible without. Translation. Linguistic analysis. Years of study. Decoder development. Writing. Confirmed. Symbols. In laboratory, 63 unique characters documented, plus additional symbols found elsewhere. Total character count, 112. Writing system, mature, developed, refined through use, not primitive, not emerging, established, ancient, art, present, cave paintings, settlement walls, decorative patterns, color use, pigment manufacture, aesthetic appreciation, cultural expression, beyond survival, beyond function, beauty creation, meaning. Making, music, observed, instruments played, bone flutes, percussion, string instruments, sinew-based, melody, haunting, harmony, simple, cultural significance, evident, ceremony, celebration, social bonding, religion, probable, shrine area, offerings, ritual objects, burial evidence, death treatment, respect for deceased, spiritual belief, afterlife concept possibly, meaning beyond, material existence, technology level, assessed, Stone Age primarily. Tool materials, stone, bone, wood, butt, metal present, bronze, copper, smelting capability, ore sources, located, mineral deposits, underground veins, accessible, exploitable, technology, advancing, development, ongoing, progress, measurable, biological samples collected, tissue, blood, hair, cellular material, genetic analysis, priority, origin determination, relationship to, surface humans, evolutionary path, divergence point, timeline, critical. Question: DNA sequencing conducted. Classified facility: Santiago, military laboratory. Results: extraordinary, disturbing, classified immediately. Genetic analysis showed human, definitively Homo sapiens, same species, not separate, not alien, not unknown, human, but modified, adapted, changed, chromosomal analysis, normal count, 23 pairs, standard human genome, but variations present, allele frequencies, unusual, genetic drift, extreme. Population isolation, confirmed, duration, substantial, mutation accumulation, significant, adaptive changes, measurable, natural selection, evident, underground environment, selecting for specific traits, vision modification, metabolic efficiency, bone density, thermal regulation, respiratory adaptation, divergence timeline, estimated 4,000 to 6,000 years, separation from surface population, descent, ancient, not recent, not historical. Period. Prehistoric before. Recorded civilization. Before. Known migration. Before. Documented human presence in Americas. But. Contradiction. Americas populated. 12 to 15,000 years ago. Bering Land Bridge. Alaska entry. Southward migration. Archaeological consensus. Established timeline. Creatures diverged. 4 to 6,000 years ago. After. Initial peopling. After. Continental distribution. But how? When? Why? Descent reason. Unknown. Crisis, possibly. Climate event. Resource depletion. Conflict. Unknown catalyst. Unknown timeline. Unknown motivation. Or timeline wrong. Divergence earlier. Estimation error. Genetic clock. Imprecise actual separation. Older. 10,000 years. 15,000 years. Concurrent with initial migration. Parallel populations. Some stayed surface. Some descended. Choice. Adaptation. Strategy. Unknown reason. Unknown differentiation. But depth. 2,400 meters. Natural cave access. Unlikely. Excavation. Required. Technology. Necessary. Stone Age tools. Insufficient unless. Gradual. Generational. Centuries of effort. Slow descent. Progressive deepening. Eventual extreme depth. Possible. Difficult. But possible. Settlement age. Estimated. Structure wear. Tool accumulation. Waste layers. Cultural development. Minimum. 800 years current location. Maximum. Unknown. Possibly 2,000 years, possibly longer. Occupation. Ancient. Continuous. Stable. But settlement. Not unique. Not isolated. Tunnel connections. Verified. Passages leading. Unknown destinations. Network. Confirmed other communities. Probable. Population. Far exceeding 47. Hundreds. Thousands. Unknown total. Underground civilization. Not village. Not tribe. Civilization. Network. Culture. Spanning. Unknown area. Unknown extent. One tunnel. Particularly disturbing. Direction. South. Depth. Increasing. Exploration attempted. Team descended. 500 meters. Depth reached. 2,900 meters. Tunnel continued. Deeper. Unexplored section. Unknown length. Unknown destination. Unknown depth. But evidence found. 2,900 meter depth. Chamber. Recent occupation. Biological traces. Multiple populations. Cultural variation. Different settlement. Different. Community. Network. Verified. Extent. Staggering. Survey team reported. Sounds. Distant. Organic. Vocalizations. Language. Different dialect possibly. Different population. Further settlements. Deeper levels. Unknown numbers. Unknown distribution. Unknown coordination. Commander ordered. Retreat. No further exploration. Unknown risks. Unlimited scope. Resource limitations. Time constraints. Political pressures. Sealed tunnel. Prevent mixing. Contain. Discovery. Limit knowledge. Control information. Tunnel sealed. September 7th. Explosives. Collapse induced. Access prevented. Future contact. Eliminated. Question. Unanswered. Mystery. Preserved. Network. Unexplored. Civilization. Uncontacted. But specimen collection. Completed. 3 individuals. Detained. Transported. Surface. Federal custody. Biological research. Genetic study. Behavioral analysis. Medical examination. Unknown duration. Unknown. Treatment: unknown fate. Selection criteria: 1 juvenile, 1 adult female, 1 elderly male. Age range, sex distribution, comprehensive sampling, population representation, research value. Maximum creatures: resisted, not violently, but vocal, distressed, family separation, community disruption, emotional bonds, evident, social attachment, real, suffering, observable, humanity, undeniable, but extracted, removed, transported, detained, science. Priority: knowledge requirement, discovery significance, ethical concerns. Secondary: classification, protective, justification, national security. Remaining population: 44, 3 removed. Community: traumatized, behavior changed, cooperation ceased, hostility developed, trust destroyed, contact terminated, observation from distance, interaction ended, settlement modification commenced September 10th. Human infrastructure installation. Monitoring equipment: cameras, sensors, atmospheric analyzers, seismic monitors, continuous surveillance, permanent observation, ongoing study, remote, non-invasive, ethical, questionable but mandated, access restriction, implemented, tunnel from mine, sealed permanently, explosives, concrete, steel reinforcement, depth 2,400 meters, inaccessible, future contact, prevented, discovery, contained, secret, maintained, surface entrance. Concealed natural appearance, desert landscape, no indication, no markers, location, classified, coordinates, restricted, future rediscovery, unlikely without, prior knowledge, exact position, deliberate search, Mina Esperanza, operations suspended, September 20th, stated reason, geological instability, safety concerns, economic evaluation, mine, permanently closed, workers, relocated, equipment, removed, site, abandoned officially actually. Military controlled, restricted access, security perimeter, armed patrols, surveillance, continuous, no civilian approach, no unauthorized entry, discovery protection, absolute, and classification, international, Chilean government coordinated, United States, United Kingdom, France, Germany, Russia, China, major powers, all informed, all agreed, secrecy necessary, disclosure, destabilizing, public reaction, unpredictable, social impact, severe, religious. Implications: profound scientific revolution, dangerous, suppression, mandatory, truth, controlled, information, classified, pattern showed, this discovery not unique, not first, not isolated, previous incidents documented, 1957, South Africa, gold mine, depth, 3,200 meters, encountered, settlement, population, estimated 90 individuals, similar characteristics, human but modified, underground adaptation, federal, response, immediate, tunnel sealed, workers, detained 6 months, discovery, classified, never disclosed publicly, 1973, Australia, opal mine, depth 1,800 meters, discovered, chambers, occupied, population, 62 estimated physical characteristics, similar, adaptation, comparable, government response, rapid, access eliminated, workers, relocated abroad, incident, suppressed, current status, monitored remotely. 1989, China, coal mine, depth, 2,100 meters, found, underground city, population, estimated 300 plus, extensive settlement, multiple generations, federal authorities, total lockdown, mine, flooded intentionally, population fate, unknown, workers, disappeared, incident, never confirmed officially, 2003, Russia, copper mine, Kola Peninsula, similar discovery, settlement, modified humans. Underground civilization. Response. Immediate classification. Access sealed. Personnel. Detained indefinitely. Discovery. Added to classified database. 2009. Canada. Diamond mine. Northwest Territories. Depth. 1,600 meters. Encountered. Occupied caverns. Population. 47. Characteristics. Matching pattern. Government coordination. International. Suppression. Comprehensive. Mine. Decommissioned. Area. Restricted. Permanently. Pattern across incidents. Underground human populations. Global distribution. Depths. 1,600 to 3,200 meters. All showing. Similar adaptations. Similar technology levels. Similar cultural development. All. Isolated. Unknown to surface. Unknown to each other possibly. Parallel development. Independent evolution. Convergent adaptation. Frequency. Increasing. 1950s. One incident documented. 1970s. 2 incidents. 1980s. 3 incidents. 2000s. 7 incidents. 2010s. 11 incidents. Acceleration. Obvious. Detection improving. Mining expanding. Depth increasing. Contact. Inevitable. Discovery. Unavoidable. Suppression. Becoming difficult. Total documented incidents. 34. Spanning. 70 years. All similar characteristics. All same response pattern. All same outcome. Classification. Suppression. Permanent concealment. Public ignorance maintained. But incidents represent. Detections only. Unknown incidents. Possibly numerous. Unreported contacts. Private suppression. Corporate concealment. Fear-based silence. Actual number. Potentially much higher. Hundreds possibly. Thousands unlikely, but unknown. Population estimates. Impossible without. Systematic survey. Comprehensive exploration. Scientific access. All. Prevented by classification. Dr. Elena Torres attempted. Continued research. Specimen analysis. Genetic study. Evolutionary timeline. Publication preparation. Academic disclosure. Scientific truth. Professional obligation. September 2017. Torres. Contacted by federal authorities. Research. Must cease. Specimens. Transferred to classified facility. Data. Confiscated. Publication. Prohibited. Lifetime non-disclosure. Mandatory. Compliance. Required. Refusal. Prosecution threatened. Torres. Complied. Career continued but restricted. No underground studies. No mining research. No depth biology. No evolutionary genetics. Monitored continuously. Communications. Surveilled. Activities. Tracked. Freedom. Conditional. Existence. Controlled. But underground populations remained. 44 individuals. Mina Esperanza. Plus 3 detained. Plus other settlements connected. Network. Extensive. Total. Population. Unknown. Hundreds minimum. Thousands possible. Tens of thousands. Unlikely but theoretical underground civilization. Real. Hidden. Unacknowledged. Continuing existence. And monitoring showed. Activity. Cameras. Sensors. Remote observation. Settlement functioning. Daily life. Continuing. Children growing. Adults working. Elderly. Respected. Community. Recovering from. Human contact trauma. Adaptation. Resuming. Normalcy. Returning. but changes observed, defensive measures, tunnel guards, perimeter watching, security awareness, threat recognition, surface humans, identified as danger, contact, avoided, trust, destroyed, isolation, reinforced, protection, prioritized, and expansion detected, new excavation, tunnel extension, settlement growth, population, sustainable, resources, adequate, technology, progressing, metal use, increasing, bronze production, accelerating, development, ongoing civilization, advancing, without surface contact, without external technology, without modern knowledge, independent progress, autonomous development, depth, increasing, new chambers, deeper, 2,600 meters, 2,800 meters, progression, downward, unknown destination, unknown goal, unknown depth limit, unknown purpose, survival strategy, safety seeking, isolation preference, surface avoidance, permanent, separation, but biological concern, identified, genetic isolation, population, small, breeding pool, limited, inbreeding, inevitable, genetic diversity, depleting, mutations, accumulating, health impacts, probable, sustainability, questionable long-term unless network contact, population exchange, genetic mixing, other communities, providing diversity, network, ensuring survival, which suggested coordination, communication, travel, exchange, network. Real, active, functional underground civilization, not fragments, not isolated pockets, connected, organized, coordinated, unknown governance, unknown communication method, unknown travel network, unknown extent, but real, operating, continuous, hidden, and surface implications, profound human evolution, not single path, not uniform, not exclusive surface adaptation, underground branch, successful, viable, sustainable, thousands of years, proven. Survival, civilization, demonstrated, intelligence, confirmed, humanity, undeniable, but separate, hidden, unknown, religious implications, disturbing, creation narratives, challenged, human uniqueness, questioned, divine plan, complicated, theological crisis, potential, faith disruption, probable, disclosure, avoided, truth, suppressed, belief, protected, stability, maintained, scientific implications, revolutionary, evolutionary biology, revised. Human migration, reconsidered prehistoric timeline, questioned, archaeological assumptions, invalidated, anthropological framework, challenged, paradigm shift, inevitable if disclosed, suppression, preventing revolution, classification, controlling knowledge, social implications, catastrophic potentially, surface human reactions, unpredictable, fear, hatred, curiosity, exploitation, violence, genocide, unknown outcome, unknown response, dangerous. Uncertainty, protection, both populations, separation, maintained, ignorance, preserved, safety, prioritized, ethics, questionable, necessity, claimed, 26 specimens, detained worldwide, classified facilities, unknown locations, unknown treatment, research, ongoing, genetic modification studies, adaptation analysis, evolution documentation, medical experimentation, ethical oversight, absent, classification, protecting research, suppression, enabling continuation, accountability, eliminated, morality, irrelevant, knowledge, paramount, discovery, justified, cost, acceptable, victims, forgotten, and mining continues, worldwide, deeper, constant expansion, unknown tunnels, uncounted, contact events, unreported probably, small incidents, suppressed locally, corporate silence, worker threats, private classification, undocumented encounters, unknown frequency, unknown number, pattern, invisible. Truth, fragmented, reality, hidden, but inevitability, approaching, depth limits, extending, technology, improving, discovery frequency, increasing, suppression difficulty, growing eventually, disclosure eventually, revelation eventually, truth, emergence, when, unknown, how, unpredictable, outcome, uncontrolled. Mendoza testified, 11 days underground, contact established, creatures encountered, civilization documented, intelligence confirmed. Humanity, undeniable but different, evolution, divergent but human, mystery, profound, truth, suppressed forever, attempted success, uncertain, timeline, unstable, his testimony classified, preserved in researcher networks, encrypted files, distributed channels, available to those who search, those who investigate, those who refuse official narratives, those who pursue suppressed truth, but creatures remain underground, hidden, continuing. Existence, developing civilization, expanding settlements, deepening tunnels, unknown purposes, unknown timeline, unknown future, 2,417 meters beneath Atacama Desert, 44 individuals living, working, raising children, creating culture, advancing technology, surviving, thriving, unknown to, surface world, hidden from, humanity above, sharing planet, sharing species, classification, sharing DNA, sharing, nothing else. Separate, isolated, protected by, depth, protected by, secrecy, protected by, classification, protected by, suppression, protected by, distance, protected from, us, protected from, discovery, protected from, genocide possibly, protected from, exploitation, protected from, everything surface humanity might do, and they watch, cameras show, awareness, surface direction, observed, tunnel guards, maintained, defensive positions, established, they know we are above. They know. We discovered them. They know. We might return. They prepare. Resistance possibly they prepare. Deeper descent. They prepare. Survival. They prepare. Continuation. They prepare. Unknown future. When? Depth insufficient. When? Discovery inevitable. When? Contact unavoidable. When? Surface world. Learns truth. When? Classification fails. When? Suppression ends. When? Humanity above discovers humanity below and chooses genocide or coexistence or exploitation or protection, unknown choice, unknown outcome, unknown future. Miners broke through wall, saw creatures, human but different, ancient but advanced, hidden but real, discovered, documented, classified, suppressed, sealed, forgotten officially, remembered, secretly, truth, buried, like creatures themselves, beneath rock, beneath desert, beneath classification, beneath denial, beneath everything, still there, still living, still watching, still preparing, still unknown, still unexplained, still waiting for inevitable moment, when depth fails protection, when suppression fails control, when truth emerges, when surface discovers, when two branches of humanity meet again after thousands of years separation, after independent evolution, after divergent paths, and nothing same anymore, nothing simple, nothing certain, only questions, only unknown. only. Creatures beneath, watching, waiting, preparing. Real.